Welcome to Pillow Talking.
What's up, guys?
What's up? It's JT.
And Nene.
And of course, it's the only podcast, shot right from the bed. So this week, like we always start off with something crazy I saw on social media. I think the craziest thing I saw was probably Meg Thee Stallion's outfit.
Heck yeah. Harp.
Like,
That was all right. I'm sorry, don't call me stallions, whatever you guys want to call yourselves.
No, there's no shade to
But
Meg.
yeah, because she's great. But she just is horrible.
Yeah, if y'all didn't see that purple Gucci outfit she had on, with the, I was like,
it gave me a headache.
No, it just was like,
it was trashy.
It's just like when you see it, it's like, how can you look at her as a performer and take her seriously?
Like, it low key was like, the people how they dress for bull riders, like back in the day, like, and then it was like bull rider meets like swimsuit or stripper. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, it looked like a hello.
I don't know. It was just it just was funny because, like, of course the Louisiana Fest happens down here in Louisiana. So, like, I was thinking, like, when I saw her name trending, I was like, oh, she must have did, like, crazy good. But no, it was all about her outfit.
Her outfit was
and, like,
horrible.
If you didn't see it, just go look. Just type in Meg Thee Stallion outfit.
Jesus. I mean, like, that really shocked me that she wore that.
So, okay, I got a question for you. A lot of people say you shouldn't judge people about what they wear, and women should be free to kind of wear what they want to wear and not be looked at. But to me, do you think her outfits are like too sexualized? Like,
yeah, I think she do it on purpose. I think she wears stuff literally to put emphasis on the parts that she like or that she thinks people like about her, like her tits, her butt, like her small waist. She always wears outfits like that. However, I don't see a problem with showing your weight, showing your shape, but not like that.
Okay. So. All right. I just wondered though, because some people.
Yeah, I know. And some people don't care. They be like, let her show it all. Wear it out.
Yeah, I be seeing people talk about it. I'm just like,
because that outfit really.
I don't like to tell people what to wear, but at the same time, that's not it.
Whoa. That outfit was like, whoa.
But anyway, I kind of had a question. Somebody told it, like, they asked me in person, but pretty much they wanted us to talk about, is flirtation wrong? And for married people or like, even people dating, like, is flirting cheating?
When you're with someone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I kind of want to know your thoughts first. No, first let's define flirting, because a lot of people have different
their own
ideas of what flirting is. So what is flirting to you?
Flirting to me, I never really have defined it. I just see it in my head, but I know the gestures, but flirting, I won't say entertaining. We had issue with that before, but like figuring out what is entertaining. But I don't know how to explain flirting to me. Like, if somebody talk a chick, like, okay, for me, I'd be like, I'm JT. I know when girls like JT. Like, I always say that. So I guess because I'm a girl. So, like, when I pick up the vibes, I guess, I don't know, but then.
No, what vibes? That's what I'm saying. You literally have talked for 30 seconds and we had to explain what flirting is.
Because I really never had to explain what flirting is to me. It's just like when I see a girl, like somebody kikiing and cackling with you in your face and stuff like that for no reason at all. That's flirting to me, and you smiling or whatever, and you entertaining her back, knowing that you can tell that girl likes you. She trying to just overstep her boundaries. Like,
that's not flirting. You just said, if a girl is flirting with me, what is flirting for me? Like, if you saw me, what would you say? Oh,
if I saw you with a girl.
Because if the girl is flirting, I can't control that. You
can't walk away?
Listen, what constitutes flirting? If you saw me flirting, what would I be doing? That's all I'm asking.
I don't know, really. I just know you probably would be like, I don't know. I probably would just get mad anyway if you just talk about her, asking her about. Clearly, I don't know. Like, I really don't know.
There is no definition of flirting.
It's just whatever you want.
Because Dominique's been talking for 4 minutes and is yet to give a clear definition of flirting.
Yeah, I really don't.
And everybody you talk to, they always say something different. So that's why I'm like, when they ask me this question, I'm like, it's kind of a hard one because there's no real like what is flirting for one. So flirting is different for each relationship. Obviously you have people who any type of talking or anything to do with the opposite sex is flirting. Right. But then you have some relationships where you can laugh, joke, hug, compliment
Not here.
with no problem. So it's really up to the
people involved.
But to answer the question, is flirting cheating? I feel like the act of flirting is not cheating. I feel like the intention behind the flirting is cheating.
So you can flirt with good intentions?
Yes. Let me explain.
For real. Quick.
So, for a fact that
I know you know about that.
Like, when we go places or we do stuff, I know how to talk to people to get stuff done. Like, for example, if we at a restaurant and I see somebody I know, I'd be like, hey, come on. Hey, hook us up. Some people might see that as flirting, or I might be like, just being friendly and joking. Some girls might look at me doing that as flirting because there's no definition for flirting. That's what I'm saying. But my intent is never, to do anything else. It's just like, hey, let's skip the line or give me a discount or, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, but so you're not flirting.
That's my small point. But to some people, that may be flirting.
Like, okay, but come on now. There are some gestures that insinuate flirting.
Okay, but I just asked you.
That guys do. Because, I know your face. I know your flirty face.
I just asked you 5 minutes ago to explain flirting and you couldn't. But
I couldn't.
But now you know.
I know. I said I can see you flirting. Like, that means you do stuff, but, talking
So what's a flirty face?
I can't do your face, but I know when you do it to me. I know you're flirting. I know you're, trying to be,
because my intentions are to get the draws. But with somebody else, I might not be trying.
So you're just making that face? We all know it's the same face. I'm sorry, but all dudes make the face. It's a very well-known face.
Y'all see why me and Dominique have these podcasts? Because she said, I literally just asked her 5 minutes ago.
I know, and I told you, I said I can see it.
Oh my God, I can't even.
I can't answer.
But now it's a face involved.
No, for you, just for you. I know when you're flirting because your face. You make this face like y'all know that face. When I don't want to say the N-word, but when dudes think they about to score, whatever, and they be like, man, it ain't that little face. You do that.
I don't make any faces.
Yes, you do.
You tripping, son?
Babe, you don't?
No.
Okay, babe. He does.
I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Because the thing is, that's why, okay.
You'll never know.
Okay, so let's get back to the question. Is flirting cheating? That is the question that you have.
To an extent, to me.
That's not a concise answer.
I don't think there will ever be. Yes.
So flirting is cheating.
Not all flirting, but some.
Okay, so once again, what is okay?
So what's okay and what's not okay?
That's all I'm asking you.
Why didn't say that first? I'm trying to be all extra. For me, you can't flirt, period. So anyway, it's on psycho, but whatever. I think okay, never mind. It's just not okay. I won't say you cheated on me. I'm just saying it could lead to cheating, so don't do it. Okay. It's not cool.
So it's not cheating, but it could lead to cheating. Right.
Just like kissing, kissing is not a bad thing. What? But it could lead to something.
Wait. So are you saying kissing is not cheating?
Oh no. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying.
No, that's exactly what you said.
No. I was using that in a before sex, before a marriage. Oh. But you don't want these hands.
But I'm just saying you can't be saying stuff because somebody might be listening to this.
Yeah.
See? Oh, she said kissing not cheating.
See, and guess what? That's why y'all can't go off other people. But anyway, I ain't say that. I don't mean like that. I'm saying kissing and whenever we're talking about having sex before marriage, stuff like that, kissing could lead to.
So you think flirting could lead to cheating?
How do you get a girl? How do you get a guy? You flirt first.
I don't know. I haven't gotten a girl in a long time.
So what
I don't even know what to
you didn't
do.
even do anything. You didn't do any of that. We didn't do any of
You
that.
just saw me and you wanted me.
No, you saw me and you wanted me. Do we need to tell this story one more time?
No.
Okay.
Because you...
No, I didn't. I ain't want you.
Okay, so
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
That's another time.
It's another
But
time.
anyway.
But anyway, no, I honestly think you can flirt without trying to cheat. Because I know a lot of
It's
women...
bothering me that you're saying that.
No, listen, because a lot of women... Like, I work with a lot of women, and they always be like, man, I hate when dudes think I like them, and I'm just trying to be nice. And, like, compliment how, oh, good job, or that's a nice suit.
Yeah,
but some people,
everybody does
guys
that.
might see us flirting, or somebody else might look and be like, oh, why you flirting with him?
Well, that's my
what
point.
I'm
So
saying.
don't say flirting, because that's not what the person means. The other person think they're doing that, but they are not doing. The person who's actually doing it is not saying I'm flirting. I'm just being nice. So they might miss.
But what if somebody? Okay,
Because I get what you're saying. That has happened to me a lot of times.
that's my point. So,
But
would people call you a flirty person?
You did that once, and I wasn't. And that's why I was frustrated. I was very angry at
That's
you
my point.
because I wasn't a flirty person.
That's my point.
But you are a flirty person, but you just say you do it with the good and right intent.
No, I'm not a flirty person at all. You know me, I'm chill.
Well, don't say that. It's okay to do it to an extent.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's okay. Like, sometimes you might have to throw a little joke here, do a little something here.
I think that's just still small talk.
small
Nothing's
talk.
wrong with that. However, when you see somebody flirting back with you, when you see the other person flirting with you and you entertain that, you're flirting. You have stepped into the flirting zone. You entertaining that flirting, like she like,
Man,
oh,
the
you
flirting
cute,
zone is
you
really
really
like
beautiful.
the
Oh,
twilight
you cute, you beautiful, whatever. And I'll be like, oh, thanks, so blah 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 about whatever they just said. Excuse me, like
So you telling me that if somebody was like, "Oh my God, you're beautiful," and if I say, or you say thanks, that's flirting?
No, I said thanks, blase blase. That means keep talking back to him, not thanks and leave. That's what you need to do. Thank you. Kill it, because it's gonna lead somewhere else. 9 times out of 10, after people say, "Oh my God," after people give you a compliment, that's the shot. Like
That's the shot.
for men, like for women, is what I'm saying. I don't know about for
Right.
guys, but that's the shot. They give you a compliment, bam.
Okay, so I got another because how do you feel like since you're married, how do you think it's like appropriate to interact with somebody, like be nice to them but keep it like cool, like you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like
Friend.
some people might have a problem, like they might be married but they just might be a very like outgoing and type
Right.
of person and like really like to talk and socialize, and sometimes people might get the wrong idea or look at them funny, or their spouse might be like, hey, you're doing too much. But that's just who they are. Like, you
Right.
can't change that. Like, if you're naturally, like, just, I like to talk to people, interact, you can't change. Like, it's hard for you to change because that's you. So, like, I guess, what would be your advice to somebody, like, if they just like talking to people and, like, they're the life of the party, pretty much? Like, how do you be the
Yeah.
life of the party without flirting or without going too far?
For your partner.
Right.
Easy, honestly.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just say from our issues. I mean, because you be like the life of the party. Sometimes I talk to people. We just talk to people all the time.
Right.
So, first I would be like, I think they should just have a conversation with their partner, and talk about it. Like, okay, this bothers me when you do that, and get an understanding of the other person and why they do that. If it's just their personality, you just gotta respect that. However, there also should be a line that you don't pass. For instance, if you are like that, like you still shouldn't be hugging all on people. Like,
No, I don't.
That's too much. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think physical contact.
However,
is
like being cool and chilling and talking to people and stuff like that, I don't see a problem with that. If you can handle it. Now, if you can't handle that, you shouldn't do it. As in, if you can't really handle talking to other people too long before you slip or before you give in to their.
I don't know, because I feel like I don't like to tell people to do stuff that's in a gray area because it can go either one way or other way. So I like to be concise. So that's why I think it's best just to avoid, anything like any sexual like compliments. So don't compliment people on like, oh, you look you looking slim or
Like, don't do
like,
that.
don't,
Like, if a dude ever do that to me, don't do
Cause no,
that to me.
I think a girl gave the best advice. She was like, "Don't compliment." She like men shouldn't compliment women on stuff they can't control. They should compliment them on stuff they can control. So, for example, if you see a woman and she's dressed nice, you should be like, "Oh, you're dressed nice," not "Oh, you have a nice body,"
Yeah.
or be like, "Oh, I like what you did with your hair," instead of like you have beautiful eyes. Because you can't control some of the stuff you can't control. You can't control your shape, your height,
Yeah.
that type of stuff. But the stuff that you can control is what you should compliment on. Yeah. So this week, and I love you, but I don't care. Of course, it's football season, and I made Dominique watch the game yesterday, but it was a really good game. Like if you didn't watch the Saints game, I don't know where.
I mean, I could have went without the first and the third quarter. I mean, the fourth quarter was the only thing.
Well, you gotta have the other quarters to kind of build up to.
Yeah, but
Like you gotta watch the whole game because, I mean, that's what made the game because of the rest of the game.
I mean, the first through the third quarter was just like a normal football game against people. I mean, the fourth quarter, however, got a little juicy because they were tied, and then I was like, dude, they're not gonna win, and you were like, no, this is how. I was like, they're gonna win, and you're like, no, this is how they lost the Super Bowl, and then they ended up winning. Well, the other team scored, and then they ended up winning.
Right, yeah.
Like, that part was juicy. That was good. But that was random.
But you don't get all that. Like, you don't get that fourth quarter action without the game.
You're right.
Before that.
But
like,
remember, like, I was a cheerleader, and I really didn't care. I didn't even watch the game until, like, I didn't even pay attention to the game until the fourth quarter. Yesterday, that was yesterday, right? Yesterday, I learned a lot about football, which is sad because I didn't know anything.
I mean, football is a really simple sport. If you think about it.
It's like, what?
It's literally
What?
It's literally the most simple sport to watch because
like I didn't even realize when they do a bunch of timeouts, they get they get to kick.
What?
Isn't that what they did? Like he kept getting a timeout. He was like timeout. And then 20 seconds went, he was like, do a timeout again. And then they got to kick the field goal.
No, what are you talking about?
So I was like, oh, they got to do they got to run their timeouts out. And then they get to kick.
No, that's not what happened. Oh my gosh. It sound... No.
Like a girl.
They were down by 1. It was only
so why did they get
40
to
seconds, 40 seconds left. So they had to run plays. They had to stop the clock.
Exactly.
They didn't even have timeouts. They stopped the clock by spiking the ball.
Oh, they were spiking the ball.
Which stops the clock.
Uh-huh. But how do they get a field goal?
Because they got in the field goal range.
Oh, there's a field goal range. I didn't know.
Well, obviously, the kicker can't kick from the other side of the field.
Yeah, but I thought field goals is only if you make a point. If you make a touchdown, then you get to kick a field goal for an extra point. I swear. I swear. I really thought that was what a field goal.
Wait. Yeah, you
that's
have
right.
An extra point, but I'm saying like you can still kick field goals.
I didn't know. I thought it was just for touchdowns.
No, you can. That's how you get 3 points.
Yeah, I thought it was just for touchdowns. You get 6 points for a touchdown?
Yeah, 1 point for the extra point. Hence the word extra point.
Yeah, and then a field goal for the extra point.
No, okay, a touchdown is 6 points. Then you have after a touchdown, you can go for a field goal, which is 1 point extra, or a 2 point conversion.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay? But let's just stick to the basics.
Right.
So it's 6 points for a touchdown,
and a field goal.
For a field goal. But
I know that.
Let's say you're trying to go score a touchdown, but they stop you, but you're in field goal range. You can kick a field goal for 3 points.
Gotcha. Now it's understandable. I was making up my own game.
Clearly, because I don't know why you think they have unlimited timeouts. They only get 3.
Hey, I don't know. I still don't understand the lineup though. I'll never.
What's mean the lineup?
The lineup, what the heck? When they line up, why is it like that? That's the
easiest part. You have You have the lineman. The quarterback is behind the lineman.
Then the one holding the ball.
No.
That's going hut.
That's the center.
Oh, okay.
Quarterback is.
It's somewhere else.
The guy behind the center.
Oh, with the ball in his hand. That's gonna get the ball in his hand.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the quarterback. Yeah.
Okay. And your receiver's on the outside.
And then when we swap it, it's defense.
Right, so you have a defensive line that lines up in front of the offensive line.
Okay.
But then you have defensive receivers or defensive backs who cover the receivers. It's really simple. Like, you line up.
I mean, like, why would anybody make this up? I just, let's play this game. This game's about, you go here, you go here.
I mean, it is a kind of weird thing to think about how it started. But, I mean, it kind of makes sense as far as if you look at other sports like rugby.
It's like chase.
Look at stuff like rugby. No, that's how it started. Like, you look at rugby and stuff like that. Like, those it kind of shows, like, how it developed. Like, it is basically chase. Like, I got the ball. Yeah. I'm trying to get to the other side. Right. But now, let's add people blocking for me.
Yeah.
Oh, now we can throw the ball. Because other
people want to play. So
now we can throw the ball. Yeah. So you can go, but now we got to have somebody to cover. So you can kind of see how it develops. But it's really, it's a good sport. It's dangerous as far as, like, you know, long-term effects. And you know, I really don't know how long football will be around. Because, I mean, you know, starting to see the long-term effects of it.
Yeah.
And it's like you can make more money in basketball and baseball, which you don't really, you know, have brain damage from. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, mine was, I did have it in my head. Definitely something you don't care about. What was it? I have two, actually. So I want to tell you that I had to. Probably don't care about this. I had to. Probably do. So there were people talking under the Kanye West thing. How do you feel about that, actually? The Kanye West videos about him playing the music and stuff, like, and doing the things.
Kanye,
people were, like, going ham on him. Not good. Like, they were like, you don't even, like, this is blasphemy, whatever, etc. You don't even serve the same God we do. But how do you know that? Like,
how do I feel about the Kanye thing? I think people should stop looking at it like it's a church and just think of it as extra to church. Like, think of it as a group of people
getting together,
who believe in God, getting together and having fun.
Exactly.
Instead of don't look at it like it's a church service and they preaching. No, just think of it as a group of like-minded people coming together
to do something
and just having fun and just having good fun. Because if you think about it, what else? Like, what other events that involve music could Christians do? There's no Christian club where you walk in.
There's no Christian Coachella.
There's no Christian club where you walk in, they're playing, like, stuff and you can turn up and party with your friends. So, like, this is that pretty much. It's just an extra, like, oh, let's go turn up.
Like, if Buku skaters came and went to a skate park and started skating. Right, that's exactly what this is.
Yeah, I think the people have a problem with it because they call it a service.
Yeah.
And people are like, ooh.
And honestly, I think it's just because it's Kanye and it's doing good. Like, and there's so many people that want to go. People have a problem that it's Kanye, who it is.
Yeah, I think people have a problem that it's Kanye West.
And it was like, because the lady was going ham on it, and I was like, why are you doing that? Like, she was like, look at his track record. And I'm like, do we not all have track records? And he loves the music. And
right, yeah, I think you got to just...
He's using his platform for a good thing.
It's Kanye West. He's a musician.
Exactly.
And he's using... He is literally singing gospel music.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
And I don't have a problem with
right. And if... Like, this is my thing, too.
No, let me just put this disclaimer. Now, if he go off the deep end and start trying to preach and do all this other stuff, then you go see me hop off the boat. Because, like, that's different.
But he just orchestrating people getting together, and I don't see that problem with that.
He was in gospel musicians,
right? And on this video, I saw him. He had a Bible in his hand, right. And I was like, "Yo," because one of the ladies was like, "He don't even have a Bible. Like, they don't even be holding Bibles." And I was like, "Does she clearly not see that he really got a Bible?"
And then people's like, he charging people. No, it's actually free to go. You just have to be invited.
Exactly.
To get tickets, but it's free. Like, it's. I don't know. People have a lot of misconceptions. Yeah. And they never been.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. I don't see anything
wrong with it. It's just like a worship night, low-key. Like,
it's just a party for like-minded Christians to come together.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
Which I think more people should be doing in their cities. Like,
that's what everybody should be doing.
Every city
that's fun.
Be doing stuff like, ooh, let's come together and, like, sing and have fun.
Right.
And
we do that all the time.
And, like, just be cool. Like,
yeah. is just on a massive platform. His
And like, I don't have a problem with him like remixing, doing
His
like
old
throwing
stuff,
his
too.
music, like the beats and stuff.
Yeah.
Because people have this misconception that music is secular, but music is not. Music is universal. Lyrics are secular.
right.
Music
But music
itself
is not.
is not secular because, for example, if just trying to think of a random song like "Flashing Lights," Kanye West, if that song had always been a gospel song, that's what you would know it as. But you just know it when you hear it now as Kanye's song. But
Yeah.
the fact is, that could have easily been a gospel song,
Right.
and as soon as you hear it, you would think gospel because music is universal. So it's just the lyrics that you put on top of it, and that's how I feel. Like I really feel it's actually a great, like especially for this culture,
It's a great idea.
it's a great way to
To pull people in, even by music, because like a lot of like kids always like for instance, Corn. Kids always like are hitting her up like, oh, your music brought me through this time. Like your
Right.
music did this for me. Like so,
yeah. So,
everything starts like stuff starts with music. Music.
yeah, I
can
don't
change
have a
people.
problem with Kanye services. I think
Yeah,
it's dope.
I love him. I just didn't like that today, but yeah, I wanted to. It wasn't cool to me.
Yeah, I would never look at somebody just gathering young people to talk about, sing about,
Just sing, literally. It looks like that's all they're
sing
doing.
gospel.
is singing.
I'm not ever gonna complain about that. I don't think.
I don't think
So-
I will either.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's got to do it.
What else? You say he had two things.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Okay, I saw, dude. That did you see on the news, like on Facebook, but on the news, it was like a cop had like shot 3 kids.
No, I didn't.
Bruh, yeah,
Like, he shot him.
in the head.
A cop.
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't even look at it. It was just so sad.
Yeah. Police brutality is.
I was like, what?
I actually follow this page on Facebook. They don't post like actual murders, but they do show like other like illegal traffic stops, and they show like cops being busted and stuff like that. And I think the best way to handle this situation is for all the good cops to step up and really expose the bad cops.
Right.
Like it has to start from inside.
Exactly.
Just like, because we from the outside, we can't do anything if the good and the bad cops are gonna still stand together.
Right.
Like, and that's why if I was a cop, like low key, I really wouldn't be for like all that extra stuff that I know cops do. Like, I would really say something like, it's now. I always tell my police friends, because I have a few, you do whatever you gotta do to get home to your family, because I would hate to hear like some of my police friends that they got killed in the streets or whatever. But at the same time, like, just do right by people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It'll come full circle.
right? Like,
Honestly.
I don't know. That's a whole nother issue. Like,
I mean, speaking of good cops, one was behind me today. I had like Major was crying so much, so I like stopped on the side of the road to like in Erath to give him a bottle, and then I turned around and he had a cop behind. He was like, "Hey, are you okay?" I just stopped because I thought something was wrong,
right?
and I was like, "Oh no, I'm just giving my baby a bottle," and he was like, "Oh, well that's great. Have a nice day." So
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like,
still concerned,
that's what cops are here for, to
Yeah.
protect, serve.
right?
That's literally, it's on every car, it's on every
Right.
uniform. Protect and serve. Like, they're public servants. And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like, as much as we know good cops, we know just as many bad. So it's like,
Right.
it's hard for us to be like, support the cops when we know there's shady cops. But then, like, the good cops know it too. They just,
Deal with it.
deal with it because,
yeah.
you don't want to be the guy to turn,
Which is why, what the thing is called, something with blue.
yeah, like back the blue line.
That's hard for me, like, to say because
Yes,
like,
that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to.
I want to do it because I got good. I know for the good people, but then it's like there's
That's
also
why
the bad.
That's why it's hard for me to be like back the blue because I know that it's a lot of
Yeah,
cops
there
out
are.
doing, like,
I
terrible
came
stuff.
back all the blue.
I see it every day, and it's just like they group us all together
Right.
sometimes. I gotta do the same thing. Like, it's hard for me to be like back to blue when I know for a fact that, I mean, we had what, I mean, Alton Sterling was just in Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
That's not that's 40 minutes away from where we at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody is, safe from, that, police brutality. It's just anytime you get stopped, you pray you have one of the good cops and not the bad one.
Right. It's like your heart beats so fast, and I'm like, why does it feel like that?
And it's not that every cop, like, I don't want to put that out. Every cop is not bad.
Well, even when I saw this nice one, my heart just started being stupid fast. I was like, that is so sad that we have to do that.
Like, really,
it's like
we really have PTSD of police officers.
Right.
It shouldn't be like
it
that.
shouldn't. It's really sad. But
I know for a fact that white people, not trying to be racist, but some of my coworkers, they don't feel like that about cops. Mm-mm. Like, one time we were out for lunch and, like, a group of cops came in. I'm like, oh, snap. They literally start talking to the cops like they're friends. Like, I would never do that. Ever. I'm good. I ain't trying to talk nothing. We straight. But it's just it just shows you the different culture. Like, for them, it's just like, oh, hey, how you doing? What you done? You got off work?
That's my neighbor.
Going to work? Yeah, like, it's just different. Like,
you're like, oh, he's cool, relax. You'd be like,
it's just different, man. It's just
it is
different.
It's pretty sad. I mean, think about it.
It really is. Like,
it's crazy. Two worlds, literally.
And then on top of the police brutality, I showed you the videos where it's like the guy who be like challenging the cops because he like knows the law.
Really? No.
I'm gonna show you. It's this guy. I forgot his name on Facebook. Pretty much like he'll go.
Is he white?
No, he's black. Oh. Like he'll go to like a police station with his camera and start filming and be like, they'll be like, you have to go. He's like, no, that's against the law. Like he basically, and like when he gets stopped by the police, they tell him to do shit like, no, like I know my rights. Pretty much he goes around doing stuff on purpose to bring awareness to like, civilian rights and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know. You like that, like a lot of times he actually has like legit lawsuits because like cops violate his rights on camera. Like they be like, you have to go or we're putting you in jail. He's like, that's against the law. This is public property. Like, but yeah. Or one time he had his gun. It was open carry. And the cops came up, was like, you have to leave with your gun. He was like, but it's open carry. Like, I'm a law-abiding citizen. Like, I can open carry. But, like, then the other cop literally came out because he's at a police station. Didn't go in. But if you stand outside, it's okay. They came out with his gun drawn on the dude. And he had his camera on it. And, like, so, yeah, that was, like, a whole nother, like, civil case for him. But, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like, a lot of people don't know their rights. And he kind of goes around trying to advocate for that.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like a Malcolm X way. But
it's a crazy way to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not playing with fire.
Not like that,
They ain't going to make an example
Call me MLK.
Yeah, they're not going to make an example out of me.
Yeah, but that's cool, I guess. To each his own.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't flirt.
Please don't flirt.
Listen to Kanye.
It's not cool. Right.
And trying to get stopped by the cops. Should be good to go. But anyway, as always, hit us up. Ask us questions. We'll try to answer.
Email us.
Whatever. But
good night.
Good night.
Good night.